Good evening. This is CTV News for Friday, September 13, 2013. I'm Sonia Shrivastava.
And I'm Makia Turner. Glad to have you with us tonight. A suspect is in custody tonight in connection with a double homicide that happened early May. Police say they've arrested a 47-year-old district man in the case. Our Tahira Chrisman has the details.
Well, could a love triangle be the motive behind a 4-month-old double homicide that happened in Laurel? That's a question that police are still trying to answer, but today they have arrested a 47-year-old district man in the case. They say 47-year-old Thurston Yerby was having a romantic relationship with one of the victims, listed as 45-year-old Tina Towler. Now, she was in the house with her boyfriend, a 42-year-old victim named James Ferguson. Now, they say that the suspect entered the home, murdered both of the victims, and even used multiple tools and weapons in the case. They say he even tried to cover his tracks.
Detectives developed Yerby as a suspect early on in this investigation. The suspect and Yerby were involved in a romantic relationship. DNA evidence collected on multiple items at the scene has tied Yerby to this case. Those items included materials that the suspect used to attempt to clean up the crime scene. Surveillance video also captured Yerby's truck coming to and from the apartment complex at the time of the murders.
This case closed due directly to the hard work of the men and women of the homicide unit, in particular the investigators working directly with this case. There is a great sense of relief, particularly when you have such a crime of violence concerning a double homicide. Those don't occur all that often.
Police say Towler's 25-year-old daughter witnessed the murders, but say that she is described as having physical and mental disabilities, which doesn't allow her to communicate with police. I'm Tahira Chrisman in Palmer Park. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Tahira. The incident took place on May 2nd in the 9600 block of Merkirk Road.
Well, some scary moments this morning for a homeowner in Bowie. Police say a man was walking his dog around 8:30 a.m. in the 5400 block of Pinion's Choice Drive. That's when he was approached by 3 juveniles in their late teens who demanded his personal belongings. When the victim did not comply, the suspects fired a round of shots and then ran off on foot. As a precaution, several schools, including Holy Trinity, Glendale Elementary, and Robert Goddard Montessori, were temporarily put on lockdown. The search still continues for the suspects. Meanwhile, a school bus accident in Oxon Hill sends 5 people to the hospital this morning. It happened around 7:45 at the intersection of Georgia Avenue and Heathfield Road. Police say the bus was heading to the Foundation School in Gaithersburg when it was hit by a car. There were 3 students and a bus attendant on board. Fortunately, the kids were not hurt.
Well, sadly, a woman is dead tonight after her car crashed in Oxon Hill this morning. Prince George's police say the single-car accident happened around 4 a.m. in the 6500 block of Bach Road. Authorities say the unidentified woman was driving westbound on that street when she suddenly lost control of her vehicle. Her car flipped over and landed in a ditch. The woman was extricated and taken to a nearby hospital where she later died. Police are investigating the incident. Well, recently, Maryland State Police recruited more than 100 employees from 5 state agencies to help process firearm applications. According to the Gazette newspaper, gun buyers and others have raised concerns about privacy issues. Critics, including a pair of lawmakers, say applicants are at risk of having their information stolen. Federal workers who submitted applications as well also cite concerns about having their security clearances compromised. Maryland Senator Nancy Jacobs is reportedly calling for a federal investigation into the process. A spokesperson for the state's law enforcement agency says the method, which requires workers to create a database for background checks, was meant to free up police department employees for investigations. State police officials say the agency has been overwhelmed with firearm applications as sweeping gun laws are set to take effect on October 1st.